today I'm going to show you guys how to do a window modification on your little truck. So what you're going to need is a paper. You're going to need to tape it to the front edge of your window and start to crease it. Make sure you put a little slit as you get to that corner so that you can crease it a little bit easier. Makes it a lot simpler. The window has a good edge on it, so you can crease it pretty good, and you end up with this piece, a little traced out lined area. So get your scissors and start cutting it right here. Cut on the edge of your crease, and as you get to this point right here, you're going to want to stay away from that edge because you're going to want to have something to grab onto. You're going to need to bite onto that edge right there, so you're going to need to do about half of that and you'll be okay. Maybe a little more. I would go a little more than what I did. I would go all the way to that edge, like, and square it off a little bit more than what I did. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just go and cut on the edge there and go all the way around it. Once you get to this point, you can start following the creased area. But on that front edge, you wanna give a little bit of a lip edge there to grab onto your dash area there. So yeah, I would give it a little bit more in this, but that worked fine for me. So yeah, right here, you may not have to do this, but I thought that it would work a little bit better, so I could see my creased edge line right there. I'll just cut right there so I know where my crease was on the glass when I start to cut it, because you won't see that unless you mark it, and I really don't want to mark it too much in case it's real close to the edge or something. So you can do that, or you don't have to do that. I don't think that's super important, but what is important is to start tracing an outline of that print once you get to that point right there, and just take your time. I had to do it again because I thought I might need to do this, so I'm gonna do it just in case. So I'm gonna X those out so that I don't have to cut them later. So yeah, they won't be in the way. So you're gonna notch this right here so that you can curve your glass, and you still want to have something to grab onto your edge there. I went about 1 centimeter, and your notches can go probably less than 1 centimeter. I'd go 8 millimeters on your notch, maybe 9, because you might go past it on accident or something. You don't want to go right on that edge. So mark that crease right there and right here, so you have a little line to look at when you mark this edge right here, so you can have a crease. You're gonna have to bend your window now right there at this point, and at that point right there. You just follow that line. You might want to grab some pliers to bend it so you can get a square edge on it. But if you do use pliers, I wouldn't just grab them like that, then you'll scratch your glass with them pliers. So use a nice piece of cloth that's for lens cloth right there, so you can protect your glass from getting scratched. Sorry, I'm looking through the camera right now because I'm trying to focus or looking at I'm actually looking at there. Here, I'll let you see the crease. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the camera there, was what I was trying to say. So yeah, just right there, I'm looking at the camera now. I can see what I'm doing here. So yeah, put a crease in there. Now you got your first little crease going. Now you're gonna do that one. You could probably do that one first, but I just went the other way. So now we got our window starting to look like a front window. Yeah, but for it now I have to notch this out like I was talking about earlier. Yeah, it's about 1 centimeter. It's a little more than 1 centimeter. It's about 12 millimeters because that one edge there. So I would go a centimeter cut in there. That way you can have some wiggle room. Yeah, and end up with a piece like this. And you got them all notched out. It'll turn and you have a little something to grab onto. You can probably trim that a little bit more, but I wanted some extra security just in case I didn't want to just really. You can probably take your time and super glue it and you won't see that those little edges at all. But this plastic is not. It's kind of, you don't want to bend it because then you'll get a crease in it and then that's no good. So you want to have a slight curve. You know what I mean, when you put it in there so that it looks natural. Look at the difference right there. That's just way better glass. And then that's what you end up with when you put it in there. It looks natural. It looks good. The inside I'm gonna put interior, like on the top. I'm gonna put some a rear view mirror, a sun visor, and some cloth on the top to hide all that super glue. There's my back window that I was trying to show you there. Here's my dash. Yeah, that's all a little neon plastic that I cut out, stuck it in there, and then got a Sharpie and started drawing my odometer there and all my dash lights and my little blinker lights there, and all got the speedometer. Now let's look at, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of my 3S LiPo ESC. Forgot who made this one. I think I referred to it on one of the, I was talking to on the comment below of one of my other videos. But yeah, I had to really stuff the stuff in there. Yeah, you can see I had to cut the bottom of my truck to fit that big ESC in there, and yeah, you can see where I had to cut that area out so I can fit in that. Take out that plastic that was sitting there in the way, just so that thing could pop out like it's popping out right there, and it fits in there. And I've already ran a video with it. It works good. I didn't take it on the rocks yet. I took it on some loose dirt just because I wanted to use the winch. And so yeah, it's 3S LiPo capable, and that's how far I had to set this seat down so I could put my dude. I had to put it a little bit lower, so that's why I'm making this video, so people could see. Yeah, you have to lower your seat a little bit more because your guy's not going to fit too good in there, and your battery is just barely going to fit with this that one. The other one, the 2S LiPo battery, is not going to fit too good. It's not gonna, you're not going to be able to get it in there because of your plastic, not because of that plastic, because of the other plastic from your body. Your cab area is not going to allow it to go in there, and only this 3S battery is going to fit in there if you want to use your toolbox. If you don't want to use if you don't care about it, your toolbox, and you don't want to put stuff in there, you can put that one in there. But if you want to use your toolbox, this is the battery to do it. Yep, 400 millihour. I can't pronounce that name. Sorry. Oh, and there's my little floor. If you're wondering where I got that material. Oh yeah, and I had to cut this hole just to fit the wires was pushing on that. So yeah, with this material right here for my floor, it's just from a coffee can lid, the seal. We just pulled it off, and I was like, man, that's pretty sturdy. It looks like that back plate, it's on there already. So I decided that's gonna look like good floor interior, so I used that. So any kind of cool little stuff you find, you should save it, because you might need it. It looks pretty nice once it's all put together. I'm gonna put my gun back there so he can have his little pellet gun, and then he can have his assault rifle by his seat there, so it's handy in case he has to shoot a coyote or something up on the trails, if you like to hunt. That's why he's carrying that stuff. That's just my style. So make yours how you want it. This is how I liked it. I think it's pretty cool. It's not super detailed professional or anything, because I'm not a professional, but pretty decent from a good distance. Some of them stuff like that little console area looks pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.